Hey guys, so perhaps some signs of life in a few of our old favorites here. So I've got the 4 hour of Ethereum to the dollar. This is on Kraken. Where just that's where I'm trading it, but you know this is going to be very similar exchange to exchange, and you can see here we're finally starting to get some action. Now let's keep some perspective on where we've been. So let me pull this off here so we can get some more screen. Okay, so looking here from our all-time high, which is up here, 390-ish, right? So it's almost to 400. Did we get to 400? No, 394 was our high there on Kraken. So we get the big ABC down, and then it's been technical, but there's been no clear count that you could get your arms around. It's just been a correction followed by a correction followed by a correction. So we had this. There are a couple of times we thought we were going impulsive, and it just hasn't worked out. So if I look here, we've really been stuck between internal retracements. So low, or pardon me, so from our all-time high to this low, we stay internal to that move here. So internal retracement. Then from there we come back. If I go low to this high, we come right to the 50 and stay internal to this. Now we've been just sort of stuck between two 50s, as is often the case when a market is in indecision. There's no impulsive movement either direction. So we've got this 50 here, which is from this high to this low, and we've just been stuck between those two 50s until we've just started to see it starting yesterday. We're just starting to get signs of some life here in Ethereum, and we've got potentially an impulsive structure underway. So if I open this up, we get a nice, what I call a corner pocket trade. So we get this impulsive move up here. We go right to this consolidation zone. We don't make it through the 50. Then we retrace, but we do get a nice ABC, as you can see right here. So we get an ABC. It's deep, but it gives us this good structure here with which three pivots with which to start our corner pocket trade. So we put the pitchfork on it, and if we're buyers here, if this low holds here, we've got an 80% probability of making the median line. That's the best odds you get in trading, which is why I love this trade and look for it all the time. So we're to and through. Now let's look at where we are. From this high to this low, here's the 50, here's the 61865. We've just gone through that. Now we do have the 786 here, and we've run into that previously, but if I take that off, just on the assumption now that we've gone impulsive, here's our target here, our most likely target for that third, which is the 1618 to the 175 window. So we mark that and look for that as a potential target on this move. So if you're not in off of the corner pocket trade, you didn't buy this down here, well, that's all right, because we're setting up for the 4-5, which is the trade where we can have more certainty, particularly if we make the 1618, where we can call this a third with some degree of confidence. It'd be nice to see it come up and hit right here with this structure on that pitchfork. So we're not there yet. So there's not a trade here, but this is certainly, you know, some good signs of life in Ethereum, which has been very quiet for the last, almost a month now. So do we get here? If we do, then we set up rather nicely. So just, keeping it simple, we'd pull from our too low if we get there, and we're not there yet. But if we were to get to that range, then we'd be looking for our 4 down here somewhere between. There's the 38 to the 50, which is our most probable zone. We'd be looking first here, depending on where we hit. Do we get some of this market geometry here with the pitchfork around the 38? That would be ideal. So one to set some alarms on. I'd have an alarm up here just shy of the 1618, looking for that to get to that level, and then I'd be watching for signs of any sort of subdivision to give us an ABC. I'm on a 4-hour here. So if I go to a 1 hour, let's just take a quick look at it. Do I get some subdivision here? It's not the prettiest I've ever seen, but it's certainly it's tradable. So we had the spike yesterday, so you may have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if this finishes. This is hard to qualify because of the volatility from yesterday's news, but you get here's your 3, there's your 4, you're going up for that 5. If we get there, then you scrunch it up and you look for that 4. All right, so here would be here would be as we were just looking at it on the 4 hours. So there'd be the 38. You've got, we can actually even see a little subdivision coming into this fifth as a potential 5 of 5 to complete, 5 of 3 to get this completed. Then we look for the fourth to take us up to our algo targets here at negative 23 and back to the median line. So we're not there yet. It's hypothetical, but absolutely one to watch. I'd be marking it up here at 334, 335, and then looking for some subdivision into a fourth. All right, just a quickie on that one. I'll wrap it there.